Oh boy, it's trial time again. So here's why we needed the speed shoes for the Stone Titan. Because this is really, really tight timing. The timing starts right when you initiate the cutscene. Throwing the rock at her head. And you basically need to do everything almost perfectly. Like, I'm making this look a lot easier than it actually is.
Whoa. I gotta ask, do the cutscenes count against your time?
Thankfully no, but you should probably skip them anyway. I cannot emphasize how annoying this particular Titan fight was.
Just in time.
Yeah. 2 seconds left. Yeah, so with this one, this is an upgrade we can get with the speed shoes. It's an upgrade to carry more fairies. For some reason, I couldn't actually get up unless I was on a very specific part of the ledge. Not entirely sure why.
We have a bigger bag.
Yep.
We're still trying to get that number to 0, folks.
Alright, so now it's even worse because we have to kill 15 enemies dazed by fairies. So what were you saying earlier about that bag of misogyny? Go ladies! Go and die on my behalf for a trial that is essentially meaningless for anything but percentage completion. It's so pointlessly cruel, and there's actually another even worse form of the fairy attack that we'll be seeing later. Also, there's a scroll that was right there that I didn't pick up. Well, I'll have to get that at some point later. And this is Cornell without any light magic. For some reason, I didn't have the high definition footage for this, so it's going to look really crappy in the YouTube version. Sorry about that. This music is from one of the Castlevania Genesis games. I can't remember which one.
I want to say it's the one where you can pick from the 2 different characters.
I have the music files in my in my folder, but I'll have to look it up later. Maybe I'll start putting subtitle tracks in these, beginning with Chapter 4. But yeah, Phase 2 is where things get really tough.
Such a beautiful boss fight, though.
Yeah, it is. At least until Phase 3. So I'm at basically no health going into Phase 3. I left this. I left this part in. Oh no, sorry, I forgot to. But I died pretty much instantly at the start of Phase 3 with almost no control. Like within half a second of Phase 3 starting, because Cornell attacked me instantly. I thought I'd left that part in, but I guess I didn't.
He is an aggressive boy.
Yep. Using the speed shoes here does give you a little bit of leeway, but not that much. Alright, on to Chapter 4. Let's see where Pan the Bird took us.
The deed is done. Cornell is no more. Such a pity that the Brotherhood of Light, the order to which we both belong, should also be the reason why the world is in such chaos. Gabriel, you have proven your worth, my friend. You have a piece of the God Mask. It is said this relic can bring back the dead. It is said this relic can bestow power beyond any man's reckoning. Now, with the help of the old god, he heads toward the land of the vampires and further into the heart of darkness.
Where are we? What is this place?
The Crow's Pass. The land of the vampires lies beyond those hills. A powerful witch protects this domain. I can go no further.
Who are you? And why do you help me?
You may think I am helping you, but you would be wrong. I serve no one. You would do well to remember that.
Anyway, Pan is refusing to help us because, I don't know, he just doesn't feel like it. But Gabriel doesn't care. He's got some nice new shoes.
Skinned a werewolf for him.
It was worth it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not all the new shoes could do. There's a whole bunch of cool new things our shoes could do. You know what? That was probably nothing. Let's just ignore that.
Yeah. Evil exists here. The rest of this entry is irrelevant.
Oh no. I
Ogre.
remember this part, but I just realized the joke potential. Anyway.
There's an ogre in this castle?
Yes, there is.
Oh.
He may or may not be Scottish. Anyway, we're gonna bust through this door. This is something that we couldn't do before without the speed shoes. No matter how much I play this game, I will never get tired of that upgrade music.
It is appropriately epic.
They got rid of it in Lords of Shadow 2, which I'm very disappointed in. So, there is a move called the Somersault, which is one of the things that I haven't really showed off yet with the Dark Gauntlet. This is the Somersault Strike, which is a counterattack that we can do with the Somersault. The Somersault is basically like a table hopper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Dark Gauntlet exclusive. And it's actually important that I point out that it's Dark Gauntlet exclusive and that the Dark Gauntlet is a relic for something a little later on in this video. Pay no attention. That's not important.
Perfectly normal.
Nothing to see here, folks. Anyway, that's the Somersault. It's pretty much the table hopper, although don't do it near ledges or that will happen.
What the hell?
I just fell into a bottomless pit.
Just voided out.
Yep, pretty much.
Killed by the architects.
Yep, so that's the tilt throw on the trolls. You pretty much just throw them. I will make sure to show off the tilt throw for the goblins. I cannot emphasize enough how amazing it is.
I am digging that long jump.
Yeah, it's really cool, and it's not even the best thing about the Dark Gauntlet. That's going to be later in this video. So Retsuprey had their moment of silence for the elevators in Deep Fear. We need to have our moment of silence every time the upgrade music plays.
Yes.
So I really like the mountainous region for Chapter 4. You only really see it for just these 2 levels in Chapter 4, but it's really unique. Yeah, it really... This game does not recycle assets very often, except for the DLCs, and for that I'm pretty grateful.
I do like a game with varied locations.
Yeah, like I think like
Ooh.
Chapter 6 and 7, I think, are in the same location, so it's understandable why they would recycle assets. There are a lot of corpses in this level. You know, maybe we should have been paying attention to those crows.
Yeah. Terrible bird-like creature. That's probably nothing.
Bird-like. Not bird, though. Just bird-like. It's probably nothing. Anyway. I'm sure that when we grapple up to this part, that there will be no danger ahead.
We're just going to have to go in the back door here, folks.
So this is a really cool set piece. Starts off fairly normal. Just fighting these trolls. But what's this I see?
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me.
Oh no, it's all Ogre.
Get out of my swamp!
Don't tell me why there's a swamp in the mountain. It makes sense. So it's an instant kill here if you are on top of one of those crumbling areas when the Ogre shakes the castle here.
Holy shit!
Yep. It's so now we're just fighting his hand. Now, if he grabs you here, however, there is actually one of the Dark Gauntlet's moves is really useful against his hand, and here it is.
High five!
Yep, it's basically a Shoryuken. Although it looks a lot specifically like the Rising Dragon variant of the Shoryuken that Dante uses with the Balrog in Devil May Cry.
This is amazing.
The trial for this area is to do the entire fight, including this hand, as well as the later parts of the fight against the Ogre, without taking any damage.
Oh my god.
It's actually not as hard as it sounds. I'm just being lazy with this part. I really like this fight against the Ogre because it successfully integrates both the really heavily scripted parts of bosses while also being a genuine combat challenge. And there are similar rules about shadow magic with the Shoryuken, in that you can get instant gratification on a high but not maximum damage by using shadow magic. So if you sit there and charge, you get very high damage count, but it's not the maximum you can get. It also has a vacuum-like effect if you use it on a group of smaller enemies, where it will group them together to make it for easier air juggle combos.
This is very quickly becoming my favorite set piece. Big Boss, is that you?
No, Big Boss was very clearly born during the Wild West in the U.S. We've already established that. Go see our Let's Play of Gun for more context for that joke. So yeah, now he'll try to smash you with a rock. And it still applies with that area of effect attack. Yeah, this part is not especially fun to do no damage runs of.
Oh.
Although if when properly applied, the speed shoes, you can outrun some of his bigger attacks with the speed shoes. There you go. Caps out on... Yeah, my numbers were slightly wrong. The max for normally charging the attack for LTX is 200 for normally charging it, and it's 150 if you use Shadow Magic. In that point, it's different. Like if you use Shadow Magic while you're using the normal charge, that's not the instant gratification charge. That's different.
Oh, the QTs are so cool.
So now he's completely blind. Let's see if you can figure out what you're supposed to do for this set piece before I show it off.
Whip his nose off. Wait, no.
That's not gonna work.
No.
There's one spike left. I wonder. Oh, right to the jugular!
Oh! Black gold.
And that's the fight with the ogre.
Oh.
It is indeed all ogre.
Okay, the title for this one has to be It's All Ogre.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah, see, you can see, like, those foreground textures aren't too great. But, you know, they can't all be winners.
Not anymore, the roars don't, fellas.
Well, what if it isn't the ogre? What if there's something else?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Is it the ogre's wife?
Well, Fiona is the bonus boss. I'm sorry to spoil it.
I'll look forward to that in the next video. Moment of silence. And we're back.
That upgrade we can't get yet. That's... actually, no, it's not an upgrade. It's just a fairy restoration area. This... We're going to have to get another upgrade for the combat cross.
God rays look good in here.
Don't know what I was thinking over there. Go up, Gabriel, you idiot. Come on. There aren't any women hiding under there. You already filled your quota in Chapter 3.
We apologize. We're getting very dark about this. But it is a very dark game.
It's not out of character for Gabriel. I mean, come on, at this point.
It's expected. He's banned from Tinder.
Well, there's a door and a suspicious manhole-shaped object from which we have seen previously large enemies coming out of it. So I think you can tell where this set piece is going. Also, trolls, they don't throw grenades, but they do throw rocks at you. Which don't do that much damage, but they are kind of annoying, and they can break your focus bar. Also, for some reason, I thought I could be really cool and, like, use the Shoryuken on the troll, but I mistimed it. Also, this troll is using the same moveset as when we first fought the big troll all the way back in, like, the third level of Chapter 1. Which I think is really cool.
There's some consistency there. It's nice.
Yeah, see, with the chainsaw, you need to be really on the lookout to make sure that the enemy's not attacking. You can, as you can see, use the synchronized block in the middle of the chainsaw. You just need to be on the lookout to make sure that enemies are attacking, because the animation for the chainsaw is huge. You just need to be paying attention. Well, I'm just killing time until the next cutscene. Which is right here. That is a chupacabra.
What?
Castlevania kind of has a tradition of having enemies called chupacabras that are nothing like chupacabras. And so, Lords of Shadow continues that tradition. This one's more of a prankster type. He's stolen all of our powers. So we have to get them back. Get back here, you little fucker. But yeah, chupacabras that are nothing like chupacabras have been around since at least Symphony of the Night.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, for a minute here, I actually want to switch to the Japanese version of this game. For a very specific reason, and you'll see why in a minute. So, in Japanese, the Chupacabra is voiced by Hideo Kojima.
What?
Yep.
Oh my god.
I forget what his English voice actor is, but it's not anyone really high profile. Pretty much the entire Metal Gear voice cast has a role in the Japanese dub for this game. Strangely, though, Lords of Shadow 2 was not dubbed into Japanese, only the first game.
Well, that's kind of odd.
Which is weird, because the Chupacabra actually has a much bigger role in Lords of Shadow 2, and I would have loved to see Kojima really bring the Chupacabra to life in that role. Like, he actually has a proper speaking role and everything. He's like a significant minor character.
Oh my god. Please tell me it's the same character model. Or at least similar.
Yes, pretty similar. Like higher res, but pretty similar.
Oh my god.
I also love that little dance the Chupacabra did in the cutscene.
Spanks his butt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now that we got our powers back, let's end the level. I just love the fact that they got Kojima to. I mean, Kojima is one of the co-producers of Lords of Shadow.
But they got him to bit part that little gremlin chupacabra bastard.
Also, we got this. This is a life drain move for the for use with light magic.
Ooh.
Which we will make use of in the next video. Yeah, Chapter 4 is short, along with, same with Chapter 3. The game has some really weird pacing.
It feels digestible, you know, like you can sit down and do a chapter pretty quickly if you got some free time.
Yeah.
Put it down. It's not like the other Castlevania games where you have to grind at it constantly to get anywhere.
Yeah, that makes sense.